everyone. I am inviting you all to come with me on a journey. Now, I have been open heart inspired, just coming from a place of really going within and seeking answers and direction and guidance from source energy, and really quieting all the distractions that are around me. And I don't always do the best at that at times. Yesterday I was working on some YouTube stuff, and all of a sudden it disconnected, and a message came up, and it said, "You are not connected." And for a moment I thought, okay, no, let's try to refresh this. Let's try to, restart. And no, it came back up again. You are not connected. So I was reminded at that time that I really need to prioritize and focus on what I'm doing. And it doesn't mean at all times I have to be meditating throughout the day, but I can be in a place of surrendering and being conscious of what is going on and just very aware. I don't want my ego to take the driver's seat. The ego is my servant, and that is what the ego is there for. And so I love the ego. I'm not trying to banish it or anything like that. It can be right there and helping me with my identity at times when I need it to be able to live in just this physical realm. But anyways, I am this divine being of love and light, just like you guys are. And I'm remembering that. And it really does take time to, for all of us to stop and to put energy and focus into those things that are really important to us. And so I'm going to play a meditation. I'm going to be on the side in a screenshot doing the meditation with you. And this is a global meditation done by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And it is about coming together and unifying. It's about raising consciousness on this planet to help people in all places that are all over this world. There's so much going on, and I speak as a CPS survivor. And so my heart goes out to families, to our little ones, to our elderly parents, to moms and dads all over this world who are impacted by these corporations that don't really understand what they are doing, because we are one. And when we harm someone else, it impacts each one of us. And not everyone that's out there is out there to harm anyone or anything like that. I want to put that disclaimer out there. I'm not about judging others. I'm not about attacking others. I'm about love and solutions. But I do think that we need to be aware of what's going on, and exposing is a part of this. It raises awareness and it helps people to see what's going on. So I always like to tell people, when there is abuse or neglect that is actually going on, there needs to be a place where everyone can be heard. And that would be in this place that we are living in, a true court of record. So on this planet, that is what is helpful, just physically doing. But there are deeper things, going back to the ancient roots, the ancient wisdom of things, being conscious so that we each and every day take responsibility for our actions, and we are able to make decisions as creators and co-creators to go out and create the world that we want, to take care of ourselves, and to be loving to one another, and to really make choices that are helpful to everyone involved, because we are harming one another when we tear people down, and when we inflict suffering and pain, and when trauma takes a hold of people, and we see survival mode going on, and so many people feeling stuck and like they're giving up. And we are here to learn very difficult life lessons, and we are here to break free from the chains that have been binding us. You know, we can connect with our souls, and we can have an impact. And so I just wanted to come on here. I was looking at the time. I apologize for my eyes looking over. But I don't want to talk too long. I really feel like this is something that is so very important, because we can go out scurrying around like little ants, doing everything outside of us. But what it really comes down to is going within, finding those keys within our open hearts, connecting with this unified field, this invisible force, with God, with source, with energy, with this higher power that we are all a part of. Okay, this is what needs to happen, and I feel like globally we need to come together as CPS survivors in order to put an end to this modern day form of human trafficking. And it's going to take all of us really, really taking time to go within. That's what it's going to take. And it's really the opposite of what we've been taught. So I hope that this helps you. I hope it helps my little ones, my children, my offspring, my biological property. There's all these different ways that people will speak about this because of what's going on in the system today. But all these systems that are harming families and people around the world are going to and are in the process of falling. And it's going to take each of us to step into our own power as these divine beings of love and light, to know that we can be that change we want to see in the world. And I love how Gandhi said that. And so, yeah, let's step into our power, and let's help our families. Let's truly bring freedom from within so that we can live the life that we were meant to live, which is heaven on earth. And I want my little ones to understand this, to see it, to feel it, and I want to do my part to help, to encourage and support you on your journeys. So I thank you so much for watching. I do not own any part of the video, and all rights go to the producer, and I will have a fair use, the copyright on the video, so that I am using this in such a way that it falls under the Fair Use Act, so that I am just, you know, making sure that I am giving credit where credit is due, and using it in such a way to help others, to educate and to raise awareness. So thank you so much. I love you all. Namaste.
For those of you who are joining us from around the world, we are in Lago di Garda in Italy, and we'd like to welcome you to our live streaming. Let's give them a nice warm welcome. I think that there's enough energy in this room to heal the planet. This is our third global meditation, and it's called Project Coherence. And this beautiful, beautiful world that we live in, with its majestic mountains and its beautiful, pristine rivers, and the desert skies, and the planets, stars, the fresh air that we breathe, the species of animals that inhabit our earth, the plants and the fauna, the foliage that give oxygen and air for us to breathe, is a unique and delicate balance, and it keeps us sustaining life. We're living in a time of extremes, and the extremities that are being created are both a reflection of an old consciousness that can no longer survive in a future, and the earth itself wanting to transform herself. And because everything is moving towards extremes, many of the current systems, whether it's political or economic, religious, educational, medical, the environment, are all being pulled apart in certain ways. Some of it is a reflection of human beings' choices and their own personal levels of awareness. And I believe that we are more than just material beings, matter, bodies, particles. But there's an element of us that connects us to a field of intelligence that unifies us to one another and to everything and everyone. And that the emotions that put us in survival, like hatred and prejudice and anger and fear, competition and pain and separation, are all the things that seduce us into believing that we're separate from this field. And yet, light and information, energy and consciousness or awareness can't be separated. And we are more than just physical beings. That we have a field of energy that we have access to. The Earth has its own electromagnetic field, has its own field of information that we draw off of, that we live with, in harmony or out of harmony. And we now know that when you begin to raise your energy and open your heart, that you produce a bigger electromagnetic field. We know that when you have that energy causing the field around your body to expand, that frequency or energy carries information. And you can direct that energy. And that energy exists beyond the senses. And it allows us to begin to affect matter and all the things that are a downward causation of it, materialism. And that in order for us to begin to make an effect on this world, we have to come from a place of love. And this unified field that quantum physics has struggled to measure and quantify, to me, is a loving intelligence and intelligent love. And it exists beyond the senses. And the way that we have access to it is when we get beyond ourselves and become an awareness, a consciousness, a thought, in a realm that exists beyond the senses. And so, when we do this meditation, for everybody in this room and for everybody that's watching, it's going to require you to open your heart and to raise your energy. And if you do it properly, it will produce a coherent electromagnetic signature, which will begin to entrain everyone and everything that you're in contact with. And as you know, there's been enough studies on peace gathering to reduce crime and violence and war and strife and struggle and to increase economic growth. And it's up to us then, when we change our energy, with a greater level of awareness, that it should begin to unify communities that were once separate, believing that they matter. And I think that if enough people do it, and we do it enough times, we should be able to not only measure the changes in energy and frequency around the world, but we should be able to measure it by changes in all the events that take place in our future. So I have my dear friend and colleague, Barry Goldstein, who is going to play live music for us. And when I ask you to feel, when I ask you to open your heart, I want you to take a big chance and open it up and feel, because it's that energy that begins to change matter. And that I believe that we have all of the machinery to do this. So let's take the journey and raise the consciousness, the awareness, and the energy of this planet to see if we can begin to produce changes in the future. How does that sound? Those of you who are watching from somewhere in the world, I'm going to ask you to shut your cell phone off, close the door, and get in a place where you can separate yourself from the people, environment, things in your life, and have enough time and space to go within. Let's begin. Sit up straight. Eyes closed. Take a breath and breathe in the power of love. And breathe out any limitation within you. Breathe in life. Breathe out fear. And in this infinite black space behind your eyes, in space, become aware of the vastness of space. Way out. Beyond you. How deep does it go? How wide is eternity? How high is this blackness before you? It's all around you. Become aware that it's behind you. And on both sides of you. that you're aware. In this infinite, vast, space, and as nobody, no one, in nothing, in nowhere, and in no time, as pure consciousness, become aware in this infinite void that you're inside the center of the earth. Become aware that you're aware. Inside a sphere and sense it all around you. In this eternal, vast space, and now it's time to raise your energy. And radiate this feeling of love, in the space within its center, in space, and to give life to life of our mother. Feel it present with it. And in care, in love, in joy, let your energy carry the thought, the intent, that your love heal this sacred place, and that everything in it and on it be altered by your energy. Feel it. Become more aware of it. Stay present with it. That all life be enriched, loving the earth into life. Feel it. And now, as if you are moving into space, further away from the earth, view it from space. See it in its glory, our home. Sustaining life. And in this infinite, vast space, become aware of the space in the center of your chest. In the vastness of space. And take the earth and place it in the center of your chest. Think of the trees, the oceans, its mountains and deserts. Think of its landscapes and pastures, its creatures of all species. Harmony, balance, and feel. Wholeness, oneness. Stay present with it. Become aware of it. Feel it. It's in you. And let it grow in you. Become more aware of intelligent love. Feel it. It's within you and all around you. And remember to keep the earth close to your heart. And let your love for life heal all of life. And all people. Of all races and cultures. Live in harmony. Because we are in harmony. Feel it in your chest. And let it heal you. Feel it. Become aware of it. Experience it. Every time you open your heart, the earth every time you give, it notices. Every time you serve, it's aware. Every time you give thanks, it feels you. When we feel awe for a sunset, wonder in the midnight sky, a gentle breeze caressing us, and the love for a flower, we are connected to it. And we give energy to its field. And now move away and notice that planet in space. And remember, you're living on it. Citizen of the earth. Bless it. Give thanks to it. Admire it. Celebrate it. Care for it. Take time to be aware of it. And enjoy it. And take care of it. us back to a new earth. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And remember, it's in your heart. Feel it.
Thank you for watching. And this is for the reunification, restoration of families all over this world, where moms and dads and their little ones come together, the elderly parents, we come together as one in communities, and just as these souls having these temporary human experiences. So I thank you so much for doing your part and knowing that this is bigger than each of us in each of our families. It's about all of us together, and not only us as a human species, as these souls who inhabit these bodies, but everything, nature, and everything we see around us and don't see.
And so, in closing, for those people tuning in, it's not enough to meditate on peace or to meditate on change. It's not enough to just meditate on wholeness and oneness for this planet. It's going to require all of us to demonstrate it in all areas of our life, that the change that we want to see in the world has to first start with ourselves. And if there's things that we don't like in the world, we should first look to see if any of that is within us. And I think if we work in making those changes within us, and demonstrate peace, and demonstrate change, not in a violent or arrogant way, but in an empowered way. If we keep demonstrating over and over again, we will become the very change we would like to see in the world. Thank you for listening.